Hi, welcome to our videos. I'm Peter Loshak, and next to me is Mike Brenner. This is the NBA Odds Couple show for April 27th. We got 3 games tonight, Mike Brenner. We're going to have to figure out how to analyze the Clippers game without all sorts of crazy stuff happening.
I'd have thought you would have already figured that out, how to analyze that game. Coming off that sharp night that you had, albeit just one play, but Pistol Pete, nice call, 1-0. I'm not going to look in the rear view.
I tweeted a total that won, but then I tweeted Boston second half +1, which was what happened
they didn't show up. But you know what? You need to get that tweet address out because I got 5 and 6 tweeters yesterday hitting me up. What's Loshak? I want to follow his second half. So apparently,
Loshak. Yeah, the totals are better than the size.
Not Pete. All right,
right.
P. Loshak.
P. Loshak.
All right.
The totals are better than the size.
Anyway, hey, Brenner's not in a good mood today. You know what? Sometimes you got to pick me up when I'm down. All right, this bookie's been kicking my ass. I went 1 and 3 last night, and again, with that being said, I'm panning the board because again, hey, I got to own it when I lose. I got to grab it and take a hold of it. 147 and 133.
Well, you pick a lot of favorites, Mike Brenner. You pick a lot of favorites.
Yes, I understand that. I do. But guess what? I got something up my sleeve today because I'm going to bounce back. Pete went 1-0, 81 and 101 at 44%. But guess what? Other people may be laughing. I'm not laughing. This shit's not funny, and it's changing, and it is. On paper, documented the worst NBA postseason I've had yet. That's okay. I still got time to at least make it somewhat profitable. So
well, overall, you've definitely impressed us. I mean, that's still a profitable record over there over a huge sample size.
Well, let's get it done tonight,
Pete.
I'm worried about tonight.
You're just picking a hell of a lot of favorites in the class. So maybe let's see what you have to tell us tonight. The first game, Miami and Charlotte, right?
Okay.
Now, this reminds me a little bit of the Indiana game where, the home team won and covered each of the first 4 games, but I'm feeling like, the adjustments sort of evening out. At a certain point, you know what the other team's going to do. You can't make any more adjustments, and that makes me lean to underdogs. And
you were really strong about that info yesterday. You really felt that there's really no more adjustments that can be done other than a new injury, and then having to adapt to that.
Now, Charlotte, Miami. Miami, they're a great team. They're talented, but they're getting a little bit old.
Yeah.
The grind is there. They're giving a lot of points here. Charlotte, it'd be great if Batum was back in. They're not without their problems, but
their boy Kemba Walker, he went off for 34 the other night.
They're getting good guard play, and my sense is this one goes down to the wire. I'll give this officially Charlotte +6.5.
Wow, I'm a little shocked at that, Pistol Pete. I don't know. I just am. Because of the fashion that the Heat did take the first 2 games, they blew this team out at home. Wow, yeah, it's interesting. It's tight. I'm going to come back to that one, but I don't know. I just think Charlotte, they better show the same defense on the road. If they can take that defense on the road, they legitimately have a shot because there's just too much surrounding talent there. And Jeremy Lin, this kid's showing that New York maybe not have been a fluke. Now, is he getting all the attention? No. But I think he couples very well with Kemba Walker because they kind of keep the defense confused up front. Dwayne Wade said, guarding this Kemba Walker, he said, it's difficult.
Yeah.
He goes off of pick and rolls like nobody else's business,
absolutely.
and this kid's the real deal. So I don't know. You like that 6.5?
I'd also 6.5. I'll take it. I'd rather be getting 7, but I'll take it at 6 or 6.5 market wide. I would also be leaning under as well, both the full game and the first half, 97.5. It's a little bit dicey though, cutting a little bit close, but that's where I'd be leaning. For now, I'll only give the side +6.5. Now let's move on to Portland and the Clippers.
I've got 2 picks total, and that's one of them. I said get back to it, so I'm going to get back to it.
Oh, you do have a pick.
I am going with the Heat on the half. It's a favorite. I'm okay with it. It's -3.5. All right, the first 2 games at home, they really came out early. I think they got to get back to that same type of pace because they slacked off of that in making those adjustments. Spoelstra slowed things down. So I think they go back to opening up, and I think Goran Dragic early is going to have a big game. And I think Joe Johnson, and again, last time, foul trouble hurt him. Dwayne Wade got in trouble. Joe Johnson was the only one that wasn't in foul trouble. So I think Johnson's going to go off tonight as well.
And they might start getting some home calls in this game.
They might get the home calls. And Kemba Walker has shown a little pattern of inconsistency, too, thus far into the series. So I like the Heat grabbing the early edge at 3.5, staying away from the game. It's a 10-foot pole, but pulling for Pistol Pete to pull it out.
Okay, all right. Now we got the big one, Portland and the Clippers. Line right now, Clippers
big
+3.
one, huh?
+3. The total is 195.5 or 196. No Chris Paul, no Blake Griffin.
Did you hear the update on Redick?
I know is he out?
He may be out. He has a deep bruise in his heel. He's 5 for 23, all right, on his last 28 attempts at 3-point land. So I don't know, guys. I don't know.
This is the ultimate 10-foot pole for me on the full game. By halftime, though, we might have a lot more information, and I may very well have a second half play.
So you're
going
to be doing some tweeting. Loshak, just so you know, viewers.
I definitely might have a second half play, or maybe even 2 second half plays on this one. As far as the full game is concerned, before the tip off, total pass.
Yeah, I'm staying off of it completely, 100%. And a lot of people said, hey, the other night, even if Griffin wouldn't have went down and Paul wouldn't have went down, they still think Portland would have got it done. I don't know. I can't. It was third quarter when that happened, in early fourth quarter. But this changes everything. You know what scares me though? This may be one of them games where somebody steps up, Cole Aldridge, somebody off the bench.
I would expect that, but I'm not going to bet into it before the game.
But you know what? A good player prop, and I cashed one last week. Didn't even talk to you about it. Was Cole Aldridge when he was filling in. Yeah, so look for him on a prop bet, just so you know. But I don't know, staying off the game, Pistol Pete.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely lean the Clippers +3, but I'm not going to bet that pregame. And then Houston and Golden State. Again, kind of who knows what's really going to happen here. The total took a big jump down from 214 to 211 or 211.5. I've gotten a little bit burned on these totals. This is the one series where I haven't had a good read on the totals in general. I would lean under, but certainly Klay Thompson, the others could explode offensively, and we know what Houston does, so could easily see it over. This is another 10-foot pole where I will very probably make a second half bet.
And I figured you would. I figured you'd be looking at second half, because I really think Houston's going to throw everything they have from the kitchen sink in the first half.
And does that mean big offensive production or big defensive clampdown? Could be either.
Exactly. And I don't know. I'm staying off it. I do know Patrick Beverley is definitely doubtful, probably won't be suiting up. And guess what? His presence under there makes a difference in this series. So I'm looking out for that as well. Plus, Klay Thompson didn't shoot well last game, and he knows now the spotlight's on him, the pressure's on him, thanks to what's his name? Draymond Green put so much pressure on this Thompson kid. It's amazing. It's like he tries to say, hey, we don't need Curry because we got Thompson. I'm staying off it, Pete, as far as, now I am involved in a teaser with Golden State.
Okay, well, let's hear the teaser.
Okay, I've got a 3-team teaser.
Three teams?
I'm going with the 3-team teaser, and I've done well. I've shied away from them, but I'm going to take Golden State on the 3-teamer. All right, if it's -9, I'm going to get it now at -3. All right, I'm taking the Heat on the 3-team teaser, which will be a pick 'em, and I'm going with it. I am absolutely jumping all over the Clippers, taking 6 on top of 3. Is there any 3.5s?
No.
No?
No 3.5s.
Okay, but I think 9's safe, Pete, because I think there's going to be a quiet backing of the bench guys tonight that say, oh, this is our chance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I like that. And look for DeAndre Jordan to have a huge game in the middle. So that's my 3-team teaser.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you, I'm tempted to bet on the Clippers at +3 or on the money line before the game. I think that probably going to be an overreaction to the injury news.
I think you could be, because guess what? Portland's still Portland.
Yeah.
Like, this is a team that still only has one returning starter from last year. Let's not forget that. And again, I have not a lot of room to talk. I've been getting my ass whooped during these playoffs, but Pistol Pete, I'm turning it around today.
All right, sounds okay.
I got no quit in me, Pete. No quit in me.
Let's review your picks.
Okay, I've got the Heat on the first half -3.5, and then I got a 3-team teaser. I got 2 total plays. I've got Golden State, Miami Heat, and the Clippers on a 3-team teaser. So I'm looking to go 2-0 and to get back up and brush my knees off, bro, because this ain't feeling good getting knocked down night in and night out.
I have a Charlotte +6.5 and a lot of uncertainty, but uncertainty can be good with second half plays. So
and that tells me that the viewers better tune into the tweets for the second half.
And overall, my NBA second half plays on the tweets are 8-3.
8-3.
1-2 on sides, but 6-1. Oh no, 7-1 on totals.
That's documented, and that don't lie. So Pistol Pete, that's why our viewers are wanting you to hook up with
Loshak.
Fantastic.
Loshak. All right, interesting card. We will see how all this stuff turns out tonight, and then we'll be back tomorrow for the Thursday.
We will be back again, because guess what? We're not done yet.